Hello again, this is Mo-NaN. I'm finna do a little different angle today. I figured this might be a little interesting to do. So I'm finna do a little angle, as you can see in the background, my backpacks and my bags, speakers and all that crazy stuff. But what I wanted to talk about is different issues that people deal with Magic the Gathering. A lot of the times a lot of people are very shy, socially awkward, very antisocial, don't really know how to interact with a lot of people who do Magic the Gathering and stuff like that, or if they do, things don't go well. I've been in situations where I've played with a few people and it has not turned out well. They've gotten mad, they get upset, they ignore you if you want to trade. Like, some people are just very rude in general. A lot of the situations that I've had in those type of situations had to do with St. Cloud. There was a time where I went to a store in St. Cloud, and I was trying to play with people, and everybody was just really two-faced. Everybody was very pissed off. We played a 6-man game. It seemed like it was all fun, but everybody, with the people we asked to join, kind of were just asses. Some of them were asses. They acted like that because they acted like, well, I only play Commander. Well, I only play a Legacy and Vintage. Well, I only play Standard. Who fucking cares? You play whatever the fuck you want to play, but it's a casual, fun game. Who cares? I don't understand that shit. But it ended up turning into my friend playing a Shared Fate. Now, if anybody knows what Shared Fate does, I'll give like a small gist of it. Basically, you play with an opponent's deck. So if there's 6 people, you choose what deck you want to take the top from. See if you can play it. If not, you keep it in your hand. I think it's something to that effect. But it's really odd and it's different, and it's something that a lot of people don't really pay attention to, I guess you can say. And especially that card, a lot of people really don't. But I felt like it was a fun interaction because it made everything different, but then everybody got pissed off because they couldn't play their decks. So that's exactly what it is. Who cares? Like, all it is just having fun. And I've just had situations where people have ignored me, people have just been completely rude, people have told me I can't play, you have no idea what you're doing, like, just garbage people. And garbage people. And it makes me wonder why garbage people do that to us. That's what bothers me the most. And that's what pisses me off. It pisses me off that just because you don't know how to play does not give anyone the right to ever fucking tell you that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Now, everybody's different. Me, I know how to play. I have people who can vouch to know I know how to play, because I can play with the best of them. It was just different because I was trying to play Standard, and I was only working with the cards that I was able to afford. I needed to play test these to find out what was wrong with them, and then go from there. That shit doesn't happen. Everyone plays differently, but you cannot put negative stigma on somebody on how they play, what kind of deck they make. If you're not gonna give any good criticism or help them build the deck, then shut the fuck up. Point blank, period. I hate when you have to put your opinion into something that you probably already know that might hurt that person's feelings. But yet, if you're honest about something else and then you get mad, what's the difference? See, me, when I play Magic with my old group of friends, we'd swear, we'd drink, we'd smoke, we'd talk shit, we'd play music, and just have a fucking ball. Multiple times we've missed triggers, multiple times, even if we're playing to win, we miss multiple triggers. We miss certain things. It's just a game. It's fun. If just because this person may not have anything good to trade, just you being nice and saying, hey, I might hook you up on some cards, or hey, you need some help with building a deck. Oh, you need help with doing this. I'm just saying. I've talked to multiple new players that actually have played Magic. I've redone their decks and they've whooped my ass. So that just proves that I know exactly what to do, what theme to come up with, how the deck should work, mana curves, all of that. Like, I know, I study this stuff. I watch Dark City games all the fucking time. I watch their decks and how they play all the time. I've taken a lot of the things that they do into my game. The only thing that I get very confused about is stack triggers. That's the only thing I get very confused about, because I know stack triggers are very different, especially how you play a game. Especially depending on what kind of game. Oh, you guys like my shirt? This is Halloween. This is Halloween. 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 But yeah, you see a little Batman on my shoulder. Sorry, I'm being dorky. But no, it bothers me the most, because I feel like even as a Magic community, we should all somewhat get along. I can give a fuck who, and even most people I've heard even say, like, who fucking cares what your opinion is on political, sexuality? Who cares? It's Magic. None of us care, because none of us want to have that conversation. We just want to have fun. But people don't know how to agree to disagree. Not everybody's gonna play like you. Not everybody wants to do that. I cannot bring myself to build a deck that is the same way as somebody else's unless I like that in deck through and through, including the cards and everything. Other than that, I don't. I take a deck, take the theme of it, the idea, and flip it on its head and make something completely different. I always come up with something different. I don't know how many people have come up with an Esper Tokens deck. I bet multiple people have. But my Esper Tokens deck was different. There was Stolen Planeswalkers. Blue was basically counters and bounce spells. White was like creatures. Black was like kill spells and other little tricks that I had. You know, because I always try to do something different. I always try to think outside the box. I like to do that. That's something I've always been into. I can't just build a deck the way it's supposed to be. There's no fun in that. There isn't. There's no fun. You can play the deck. It may be fun, but it's just like, unless you come up with your own creation, your own baby, your own amazing Magic the Gathering deck child. Like, that's when you like, oh, you're so proud of yourself. But then when you play it and people shit on it, and I mean, look, shitting on something is like a good thing, but but you need to do it in a positive way. People played my decks and they just basically treat me like garbage, and that's how I've always felt. I always felt like garbage, and it made me feel like shit. And I'm not that type of human. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be some asshole who does that. I don't want to be that person. And I love Magic too much. I love the people. I love everything that comes with it. It's hard for me to go to stores, because if I don't know you, it's going to be hard for me to speak to you. It's going to be hard for me to interact. It's going to be hard for me to have a conversation. It's really difficult. There's only a few people that I can sit and actually have conversations with about Magic, because we have multiple times before. Meeting new people is very difficult for me. And I don't take kindly to a lot of just really foul things a lot of people do, and I'd get kicked out of a store. Me and my friend almost got kicked out of a store in St. Cloud because of how we were acting, because it was just like everybody were dicks. Our other friend was playing the longest Dungeons and Dragons match I have ever fucking seen. Now, I'm going on a rant. Dungeons and Dragons people, stop taking it so serious. Who cares? Who cares about that extra details because you're scared your character's going to die or something's going to happen to your character? Make a fucking new one. It's a game. Why does people who play Dungeons and Dragons take it so seriously? Act like it is like the most, like their lives are on the line. Like, and me and my friend were sitting here. We played Magic. We played some stuff. We ended up going halves on like 3 different booster boxes. We all had cards. We were all sitting here trying to have fun. They had a Modern Masters, I think 2016 tournament going on. We don't do that because that's expensive for a Modern Masters. We don't get down with that. You know what I'm saying? Half of us are on budgets, but if we do spend money, we spend money on the good shit. But and it was just me and my homie, and we were just sitting there bored, couldn't do nothing. We played a few games, then it started becoming like a festival, and then children were coming in. I'm trying to keep my swearing to a, but it was hard because I actually had a lady, and this lady we didn't find anybody attractive. I was just making fun of everybody because I was mad. So that's all I did, was just make fun of everybody. It was funny. And we kind of left, and I ended up going into like a pipe store and just kind of hung out there for a while, and then came back. They were still playing D&D. Like, I got to the point where it was just like, bruh, you gotta hurry the fuck up. We cannot be sitting here doing this. This is not cute. We gotta go. We got shit to do. Then one of them, this motherfucker has a brace on his hand, looks like he hardly ever showers or ever had vagina in his life, and then goes and says, oh, well, we're almost done, so you're gonna have to be patient. Hold on, there are 2 other people sitting here that are friends of his, but you guys are taking damn near 3 hours just to even get to a good part of the story and leave it on a fucking cliffhanger. Really? Really? Just people, man. I don't know. Sorry, I had to go on a rant about that, but thank you guys. I might talk some more Dungeons and Dragons one day, who knows. But thank you guys, like and subscribe, and Mo-NaN out.